Stadium here in Orchard Park, New York. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Buffalo Bills.
Set to kick off.
And we are underway in Buffalo. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a product of NC State. It's Jacoby Brissett.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. And that's not the start that he was looking for as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Brissett. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Colts.
The numbers from last week for Hilton. 4 catches, 58 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is the #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Out of the gun, Brissett. He's got Jack Doyle. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Brissett fighting Hilton on the slant. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. Here's Mack. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 6. At the 20-yard line.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Brissett taken in by the tight end Doyle. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
A gain of 7.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. And Oliver in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
And it's 7-0 Buffalo. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Ed Oliver, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Here's Brissett. And he's got his man Hilton. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. So a change of possession here on the punt. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
At the 39-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Going deep for Diggs. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The free safety, Malik Hooker, there in coverage.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
And that is incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
And this will be incomplete. He was looking for Jack Doyle that time. And it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 10 yards.
To throw is Brissett. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 33. Unable to corral him. He fights through. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. And they'll try to run the option here. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2nd and 12 now at the 44-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and score. It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Give him 32 on the play.
You'd think defenses might be a little more prepared for plays like this because so many offensive coordinators, when they get the ball after a turnover, they do like to dial up a deep ball right away. And if I were a defensive coordinator in this league, that's exactly what I would say to my defense before they went out to play. In this case, though, they didn't get the message, and a big play resulted.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And now to give us momentum going into the 2nd half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time, but it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Brissett down. He completes this one to Mack. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. 1st down, Brissett. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. A.J. Epinesa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. So